All right. I'll just have those open on my own up there. Guess in the essence of time, or wait, is that how you say that phrase? Anyway.
So I'm chilling to this tabletop simulator music.
Yeah, oh, right, the tabletop simulator. Let me see if that will work. Sometimes it doesn't let me invite people. Invite anyone to play. All right, cool. Let's create some junk. Player. Look at the water for now. Ah! Might be able to just join in. That would be cool.
I'm trying. Nothing's happened when I click join. Join.
Or
Friends only. No.
does that mean you can't join?
Sorry, I was just trying to join through Steam and through in-game, but nothing seems to be happening.
Invites, see if that works.
That might help. Oh, remote play. You invited me through remote play?
Oh, no. I don't want to do that. No. Kick.
Well, still, I'm in your computer.
Kick.
Damn it. Fuck you.
I got this. My friend's thing isn't showing you though. There we go. Playing with one other person.
Was it hard?
Well, it's Steam. For some reason, whatever the settings are, I can't invite people. No?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
You didn't create it as a single player thing, did you?
I don't think so, but
That might be the issue if you did create a single player thing. See an invite? Play game. Nothing's happened.
what the heck, man?
Just like maybe if I quit and try and join from nothing, from not having it launched. Join. Tabletop simulator. Oh, there's a connecting box.
Hey, what the heck?
Nice. Go for a nice piss yellow.
So, how'd you do that? You exited?
Yeah, I exited and joined from just the friends list, not while the game was open.
Oh, so you went all the way out of the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you joined by right-clicking me or by the invite?
Just through friends list. Right, yeah, just joined you from the friends list. I didn't use the invite, because I already had used the invite.
Okay.
So you might need to invite them to like authorize it to happen. Like, pop that back into its proper spot. Just wanted to see if I control.
Holy snap.
Hey, that's another one.
Another one.
No.
All right, so real quick, I made all this junk.
Thank you for making all this junk.
Technically, Dolly made this.
Wow.
But, you know.
Wow. Did you just plagiarize?
No. I asked ChatGPT if it would allow me to use these images, and it said yes, so.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah. Also, yes. Share.
Did ChatGPT ask its base for their images? Huh? Its inspiration? Huh?
Of course not. So this is really just a test
the
of,
flip button is enabled. You should probably turn that off just in case someone accidentally clicks it when they get
I
to the
don't
menu.
know how to turn that off.
With Tabletop Simulator, I could play this in VR.
Yeah, I know, me too. And Gub, I was going to do it myself, and I was like, no, I have too much going on right now to do it. But yeah, 3 of us have VR. We could really tabletop game. Anyway, so for the
What?
No, it's good. It's good. All right, cool. For the concept of this, mostly I just need to test ships, right? Oh shoot, I gotta send Gob a message too. The important part is just like seeing if the 2 mechanics really work, I guess. But we do have a setting that I thought was really cool that other people are like, oh, that's boring, but I think is really cool. We find ourselves standing. Hold on.
I'm standing.
We find ourselves standing on a beach, well, on a boardwalk, unless you want to stand in the sand, along the coast of the Empire, looking south. So we're at the southern coast, at a celebration called
Helly's left his notes at work.
It's actually a Discord. I had to go to another channel. The Festival of the Seed Harvest. It's as I said, when farmers get together with the houses that do like transport, import, export kind of stuff, and they celebrate together good harvest. So it also provides a time when the ships can get retrofitted, sort of as they might need to. Of course, you fix ships along the way throughout the year, but if you want to do like a yearly maintenance kind of thing, a lot of people do that after this, because the festival includes a competition of civil war behavior or something. Basically, the ships battle each other, but they use colored powders, and they use like spare fruit, just colorful stuff that allows them to sort of do mock battles with real weapons. So we are on the boardwalk. There's, I assume, seagulls flying around trying to beg for food and stuff. There's kites being flown and lots of people running around, kids laughing. Nothing bad's gonna happen. It's all just like a celebration kind of stuff. And there's a band playing somewhere off in the distance. They're like playing a grandstand sort of band version of one of Blake's greatest hits. So they're often like a stadium thing, just like, and there's people listening and trading pies. Not trading pies, I guess you gotta buy the pies. Or maybe there's a trading area where instead of like pins at Disney, you bring pies and you trade them. Something like that. I don't know. And we have all of our assorted characters here, I guess. If you want to describe your character first, we'll just go down the line.
Okay, yeah, great. So we're on the, whatever.
Yeah.
On a boat, you see, they're very colorful boat. It is a schooner, and it has, it has the lights on around the side. It's all rainbow lit up. And on the back, it says the name of the boat is Sailor's Pride, and Sailor is missing the O. on the boat is a very large, burly man. He's about the size of Andre the Giant, and he's waving. He's waving, but he's waving with a hook hand. He's waving at you guys. Actually, he's waving with it. He has a hook hand in his right hand. He's waving with it. He's very enthusiastic. He says, "Oh, hey, you guys down there, you're the the one the kid talked about. You're here to join the dating. I got it on here. There's a man and a woman. Fantastic. You're here to join the dating group.
Cleanthus is like in the back. Me too.
Fantastic. You just hop on the boat here, and we'll get on over to the paint night. We're gonna set it up. We got these cats here that is kind of curious though, because they've gotten a lot larger in size since the time I've gotten them. But the kid said that you would be here exactly at this time, and here you are. Very fascinating. By the way, my name is H.E. Pennypacker, and I am the owner of the Sailor Dating Corporation, along with the old lady. You don't need to know her names. Also, we are proud to introduce Benny's World. Also, I get paid every time I say Benny's World. So Benny's World is a very big part of, if you ever, heaven on earth, it's there. It's in a small little shack, and a man is inside, and you're paradise. Anyways, I also need to, as I'm spieling on here, the kid told me, I think his name was Foger or something. Yeah, Foger. He was explaining to me, he was just rattling off. I couldn't understand what he was talking about at first. But once I got that kid settled down and I gave him some sugar.
Hello.
Hold on. We're meeting Henry.
Okay.
I gave that kid some sugar because I figured that, it would just heighten, the sugar rush would just crash him eventually, and, he would just shut up. That worked. But he also explained to me about these cats that he stole from the Music Society or something, Magic's Music. I don't really know about it that much. But I bought the cats off of him because we need it for the paint night, because we need models for the paint night. There's not a lot of people coming. We need to get some more action at paint night. So I bought these cats. He said he got them for the House of Magic, the music or something. They were wandering. They were in some hall, some room, and he liberated all these 12 cats or something. And I bought some off him. I seemed like a nice kid. So I got these cats here. The only problem is one cat, they all have collars on them too. They're all named, actually. It's very interesting. There's this cat here named in black right there. He's the one wearing the trucker hat. His name is Malabar, but he's the only regular-sized cat that there is. And he also sings a lot, too. It's really freaking annoying. And then these other three cats are, if you notice, they're about the size of a jaguar now. They're huge. And they all have, the names on them. There's Professor Purrington. He's got like a, what was his hat? What was on him? Sorry. He has a top hat, the size of Abraham Lincolnish. There's also Chairman Meow. Sorry. Chairman Meow.
Man, this is like sweating.
Wait,
and then there's Winston Furcho, and he has Bisk's hat on. And
is this man talking to me? Hello?
we just,
are you talking to me?
I'm just rattling off to anyone who listens. Also, by the way, that man over there, he's been fined 5 Pennypacker points for his awful parking job.
Right.
I don't want to see any of you over here parking horribly like that man over there, or I will fine you Pennypacker points, and you will have to pay that to me.
Really?
Or you can come to the paint night.
Okay.
Right. So, I don't.
If you want to hop on the boat,
yeah,
so we get underway.
Yeah. Well, just I don't date. I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed, but I'm not. I didn't think I would be dating a cat. So this is a cat dating service, or
there was also a guy named It something.
I don't think he's listening.
right?
Do you know that guy? I mean, the kid, the Foger kid said he really needed a woman, and we actually offer a discreet service. We just opened up. So,
okay.
If that Itatooty guy, if he needs, a little something, we can help him.
So like,
give him code names. I mean, I'm assuming here everyone here is going to sign up for the. You're all part of Sailor, so you'll get a letter in the email, and not in the letter. Get a letter. a letter in your a postal box about the sailor and our upcoming events. Because the kids signed you all up.
So
Right.
don't get on the boat. Just wait for a letter.
Well, you could get on the boat. I mean, we're going there, and then you can go to Benny's World.
Perfect.
Benny.
Cleanthus just gets on board. He happens to be here from. I guess the Empire lets everybody, come if they want. It's a regional festival, but they are supporting the prize and stuff. So Cleanthus is here. He's ready to go. He's ready to mingle. So you see him hop on board and.
Can I for funsies roll just a combat, not ability, but I want to do my stop, flop, and shut them down, open up shop, just to distract everyone to see what they'll do.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you roll a dice for me, actually?
Oh.
And then just describe it. What happened? Like these, we'll say Chairman Meow. He jumps off the boat and onto the dock, and he comes by and he just stops in front of everyone, flops down, and wants to be pet.
All right, I rolled a solid 1. Maybe don't let me roll for you.
Yeah.
Everyone just ignores him then, I guess.
Yeah, just ignored it completely.
It's a cat doing cat stuff.
It's actually the most least assuming cat
Yeah,
I've ever
right.
seen.
No one wants to pet him because he's a giant, as big as a jaguar.
So you're
Okay, you go about your business.
you're planning, well, because you have to go, you're just gonna let me sail around the what was it called again?
The Sailor's Pride.
Sailor's Pride, right? Okay, I'm just gonna write it down.
I don't remember the name of my boat. That's why. So I was trying to remember. I don't even remember Flutter's name. That's why I said the old lady. I don't remember her name. It wasn't Edna, was it? No.
No.
All right, I'm just gonna make this one yours, and I'm going to. What color is it?
You
Like
can just,
purplish,
roar
reddish.
something every now and then. Say things you don't, that's unfiltered, sort of.
Got it.
You could say, hey, women, they were just around to drive boats.
Wow. Nice.
Yes, I remember Henry for sure. God, we're on the beach. The festival is in full swing. People from the Empire, people from the regional area, they're all celebrating a good harvest. It's I don't know, like 5 months or something, 4 months beyond the sigil that we all experienced. So
How long?
Okay.
Did this? How long is this after the one session we did?
I would say only like 2 months. Maybe we've had like 2 months until that one, and then 2 months until this one, maybe. So 4 months total
Okay, so
from
those
sigil.
counts.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just meeting characters, looking at ships.
Okay.
It's a battle of colors. The way it works is they do fire their weapons, but it's filled with colorful powder and fruit. Just
The poor fishies at sea.
well,
hear a
hopefully
cat?
the powders are made of like edible something, right?
You
I
hear
would
a
assume
cat
so.
go, meow, 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 meow.
Dust on the water.
There's a ton of like kids hanging out looking at cats and stuff. The cats are sort of circling around one of those like goldfish stands. And the like owner is like trying to shoo these cats away from his product. Where are you in the list?
I don't know how a big cat sounds. They roar.
If it's a cheetah, it meows. Still.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
Look up cat noises.
Cool, fair. You got people. You got anybody in a ship?
Yeah. So, Delezabine is this sort of 6 foot grey-skinned demon with the classic horns and completely black eyes, except he's well dressed in a sort of a grey suit. And he comes in on this ship that is completely unremarkable. You see that it's called Death, but there's nothing remarkable. It's completely just brown. The sails are boring. It just looks completely clean, and it brings it in perfectly and sort of moors it up. And at that point, you see about 50 to 100 just men in suits just coming out from the hold and just leaving, just getting out there as soon as they can.
They're gonna go party?
Yeah, they're gonna go party. Yeah.
Oh
it's their
my
one day off.
Gosh. Cool.
They'll be back.
As soon as these people start pouring out, there's like a bunch of new people to sell things to. So there's kind of like a bunch of activity as they walk up. There's, people selling fruit, obviously, and like grains and showing off their wares because, of course, there's a harvest. There's people putting wildflower crowns and necklaces on them and stuff. So, like, for completely free, just like, oh, hey, welcome, putting necklaces on them and stuff, decorating them with flowers, kids and cats running around everywhere.
About 50% of them have already been pickpocketed.
Oh, the seedy underbelly of the festival. That sucks. There's probably Butts, what's his name? Man, I wish I had all my paperwork. Where the heck is it? Hold on, let me get his name. Because last time I was like,
sorry, I actually gotta go. Sorry.
Oh, you're leaving?
Emergency.
All right.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Oh.
Good luck.
I think it's okay.
All right, we handled that really quick.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, I realized that I think the next door neighbor got rid of the turkey. I have not heard it in like a week. They have chicken.
Got rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good dinner.
Yeah. Couple of them. There was 2 of them, I think.
Dang.
It's probably in the freezer.
Does my hand look big compared to your small hand?
No.
Oh, what the heck?
I almost
Maybe I'm not...
saw that as a middle finger.
I mean, it's weirdly upright rather than a slight angle, which is kind of weird.
Maybe I'm not sitting.
Yeah, that's better. Oh, it just as you rotate. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Anyway,
Have fun.
oh, bye.
Bye.
Down to 2.
Oh,
so as these peeps roll off of the ship, there's like a dude in I guess it's a suit, but it's like that admiral suit, like very fancy sailor suit with the freaking shoulder pads, but still capris and no shoes because this is like a hyena werewolf thing. So if you took a hyena and like put it upright, right, and made it walk around like a person, and then also fleshed it out like a person because that would be a weird looking body. Mm-hmm. And so all your crew is rolling off of this ship, and shoot, I don't know if I can do this. Hold on. He says, good looking crew, nice.
Yes, thank you. Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you keep them all in line, got them all dressed well. You should be in the military with us, the navies.
I don't think they're the military type. They're a bit too vicious.
Nope. Bunch of bloodthirsty scallywags. Gotcha.
No. They're just. Well, if you spend 364 days of the year, I'm assuming that's how long a year is.
Sure.
Working at a desk, Well, that one day that you had to be a bit violent. Yeah. They got a lot of pent up rage.
Right. Couldn't do it. I need the ocean. Need the sea. Couldn't do it.
Sure. I'm sure we can find a spare desk.
No, I got my own ships. He like points over towards a bunch of ships that are sort of at the end, and they're like all Empire ships, right? And he says, "Those are my beauties down there." And he holds out this massive paw that has like fur sticking out from all the pads and stuff, and he says, "Nazbeth Saltane, Nazbeth Saltane, pleasure to meet you."
Pleasure. And I sort of step forward and, to shake.
Wonderful to meet a fellow seaman.
Right. Well, obviously.
Perfect.
Yes.
He's probably got little glasses that he adjusts. Yeah. He looks out over the ocean. It's gonna be a good competition today, I think. Good, clean fun.
Oh, I don't think there's gonna be anything clean about it.
No. Well, I'm not gonna be on the water myself. Gonna let my let a couple officers get some effort in, get some experience in there. Some of them haven't even seen real combat.
Oh. Well, if any of them fail, I mean, I guess we've got plenty of spare desks. Tuck them away. They could work for the Empire in a different way.
He does that like coughing laugh that I don't think I can do of a hyena. And he says, bloodthirsty. You're striking me like a parrot now.
What? How would I? What? What do you mean?
The parrots. There's probably at least one parrot ship here, so he probably points somewhere along the water, and you see a pirate ship with the parrot crew of whatever ship it is, and he says,
"Those people with parrots on their shoulder."
Yeah.
Why do you call that? They're just
those people will take
they
you.
have parrots.
Well, you know how it is. We're supposed to work with them, but still gives me the creeps.
Right.
Anyway,
well, I can always, audit them. That would sort them out for you.
He like slaps you.
I don't think they would like that very much.
So hard. He hits you so hard on the back while he's laughing. He's like, perfect. I'll see you on the water. And he wanders off, and almost immediately you see him like purchasing ice cream with a bunch of different flavors all stacked up.
Just because he's cruel, Lesbian, he sort of takes out a notepad and makes sure to remember to request their navy when he actually comes to audit the pirates. They will be the ones doing the work.
Okay, jerks. Cool.
He's a demon.
And then a little bit farther down the boardwalk, or maybe right next to us, who knows? Who else do we find here?
All right, so we find a very whimsical ship of grandeur that's brightly colored, and it has kind of a silo-shaped birdhouse that acts as like the captain's quarters or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And stepping out of it is a 2'6" gnome woman in her later years, hair pulled up in a bun, wearing nice white sweater and flowing kind of dress underneath. And she just gets off smiling, looking around.
Okay. there's maybe like an empty stall nearby or something that would have a vendor in it but doesn't. And as she walks by, she just hears hello, 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 and all these goblins pop up one by one by one by one inside the stall as she walks past. And wait, she walks, right? You said birdcage?
Uh-huh.
Okay, just checking.
Sorry, the boat is like bird house shaped on top.
Just wanted to make sure she wasn't flying and these goblins couldn't get to her.
Nope. Nope, she's just a gnome. So she is walking. Oh, hello there. How many? And she starts counting them again.
There's probably like 8 popping up. After they hit all their hellos, they laugh all at once. All together.
Excited for the festival.
It's gonna be great.
She's gonna dig into some pockets and pull out these tiny, tiny little carved trinkets of like different things and just start passing them out to the goblins.
Oh man, all these goblins are gonna like climb over the edges. She's got a crowd immediately of short little green bros and ladies as well. They're all mixed, you know. Extremely excited for random free junk. me. Me. I didn't get one. Me next.
Here you go.
Perfect.
Orderly. It's fine. There's
like
plenty for everyone.
Inspecting them, spinning them around, looking at them, placing them on their head, you know, taking them off, you know, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. They're mostly just like tiny carvings of like birds that are brightly painted.
Okay. They begin a, hold on, there's 8 of them. Octet, I guess, an octet, where they're all making bird noises, all different bird noises, but they're trying to sing like birds all together. So they're like, you know, all just making random noises around you as they wave their birds around. And you see this big burly goblin walking down. Let's see, he's almost twice your height, I guess. So almost human height. Walking down the gangplank, and he says, What are you all doing over here? You're supposed to be getting the ship ready. They all spin around and they're like, It was her. She made us do it. She gave us birds.
Oh, I think I have another one here, dear. And I'll look in my pockets and pull out a slightly larger one to hand over to this larger goblin.
You can see him like trying to resist. He reaches out his hand, but it's like shaking. He's like, oh, thank you. Perfect. Excellent. He makes one little bird noise. Everybody, back to the ship. Get out. Go. And these goblins like scatter. Only half of them are probably going to make it back to the ship. But he's standing
with you.
Don't be careful what you say to them. If you get them, you know, started on colors, they'll be naming colors the entire ship ride, and this is a colorful festival, so thank you, but I think you started something.
Well, that's the way of the world.
You overhear a furious 2-goblin discussion as they walk away about whether a kite is fuchsia or scarlet or periwinkle. There's like a big discussion about it between 2 of them, and when you look at the kite, it's like teal. It doesn't seem like they know the advanced colors, but they're still arguing about it deeply.
She just walks away smiling.
This guy, he says, Are you in the competition today?
Of course. We wouldn't miss getting colors out there.
Oh.
Our ship's down that way.
he looks down at the bird cage and everything, and he says, huh,
Birdhouse.
Birdhouse, sorry, my bad. Not a cage, a house, right.
Yes.
Uniquely different. This is perfect. And you want colors. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you can see our ships it's already pretty colorful itself, but more
Right.
colors are always good.
Well, I'll do what I can, and thanks for your hospitality, but I think we're gonna win this year. It's time for the goblins to step up and prove themselves. And he points at a ship way at the other end that you could see far beyond any of the others, because it's basically a tower built in the center of the ship with the masts pushed to the front and back, and it's just a gigantic tower of built up wood and metal and all sorts of stuff stuck together. If you happen to walk by, and if you inspect it before the festivities, it's got like a bowling alley in it, and like a giant mess hall, and there's like a library study where they destroy it regularly just to mess it up, and then somebody comes in and cleans it all up, and then they go in and wreck it again. So it's just this like super ugly, really surprising that it floats ship. The back of it, of course, says 6 goblins stacked. I'm very proud of it. But he points at this ship and he says, it's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. Yeah. Anyway.
And are you going for most colorful or least colorful?
Oh, well, least colorful, of course. And that's the one that wins, because, you had the most time spent, but least time getting colored, so that's like the prize. Most colorful would be sort of the loser's prize, but you still get a prize kind of thing. So, least colorful, of course. We're gonna take everyone out. The goblins are gonna prove what they can do, and then from here, the capital or something. Yeah.
You're gonna color the capital?
No, we'll be, let's see, it looks like he's trying to remember what he's supposed to say. We're gonna go there, and well, we're definitely gonna have food when we get there, so yeah. And he like holds out his hand. It's like his arms are massive, like huge, and he holds out his hand and he says, name's Arms.
Oh, nice to meet you, Arms. My name is Essie.
Essie. Perfect. Grabs, I assume you have a tiny gnome hand.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna grab it and like do an awkward shake with more force than it should be, and he'll say, I'll see you on the water, and good luck with the colors. We'll be sure to get you colorful. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
He walks away shaking his head like, that was not right. What was I? This is one of the guys who was supposed to be part of the like take over the empire kind of thing. So now that he doesn't have those instructions, he's like, I don't freaking know. He's in between civilized and goblin now. He doesn't know where he's supposed to go. Anyway, when he walks away, he looks so confused. But he heads towards 6 goblins stacked. The You have sheets actually. Never mind. So if you wanna grab tokens that you like, and color them if you want or don't, it doesn't matter. We'll all start in one spot. Oh yeah, so you've never used it. So you're sitting at your color side. You can change sides if you want to. There's a lot of stuff you can do, like you can flip tokens by right clicking them. There's a bunch of options there, and then you can also color tint them. So if you wanted to just like take a token and color it, I think you have access to do that, but I'm not actually sure.
Yeah.
There's a button at the top. Please don't hit it. It says flip. That's the only thing that matters. Yeah, you could do it at the end, but until then, please don't do it. But I don't know if you saw me roll. If you roll and then mouse over, it shows you what your roll was. You can. You could just hit the R button in order to roll. You don't have to pick them up, but I think picking them up's fun. And then you just pick stuff up, tint it, flip it. You could scale it. If you want to like cool primer on tabletop, I could show you afterwards. But the concept, of course, is to put board games on it. Mm-hmm. Mostly.
Yeah, I'm familiar with like what it is. Just I've never used it. No.
There's a bunch of shortcuts that I don't know because I don't use it very often. But oh yeah, one of the really fun ones is on the left side. You can change what you're doing, so you can flick stuff, and everything has physicality, so they get pushed around and stuff.
Careful with that.
Okay.
Well, if they go off, it's fine because they get put back on the table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See that once things leave the boundaries, they get put at the edge, and then you just bring them back. You can also draw on stuff. I don't know how to undo it.
Nice.
Oh wait. Erase all drawn lines. Yes. All right, cool. And yeah, so those are the basics. We don't really need all that stuff for now, but what else?
Okay.
This is Henry. This looks like the tallest one. I'm gonna make this 6 goblins stacked. Unless we are using green. I'm gonna make this Empire looking ship called the Bucket. It's a training ground. How many ships do we need? Let's see. Oh, maybe 7. This should have been
war down.
Do I? Oh, yeah.
No, you can't apparently. Nice.
Yeah. There's also a blindfold button, so you can blindfold
Delete
yourself and
reset for. Oh.
How'd you
The delete
put
button
it?
is hidden. That's interesting.
How'd you put it down? What button did you use?
The zone button at the top left, and then the first option. I thought it'd be easy to delete it. I don't know why. I'll just discover it quickly. That'll get rid of it. Oh, I got that. I put them all down. What I was trying to select. Okay. Thanks. I think only the owner can do that.
Wait, how do I have this one?
Delete
Nah, that one's yours, I think.
text. Yes. It looks like
I can't
it
get
is,
rid of
doesn't
this box.
Delete button's just blank.
Great.
Perfect. It's fine. Just don't go. Just I don't know.
Go to your fog of war button and then right click in this box.
Yeah, I tried, but it just placed more down.
Oh, weird.
I was scared of it.
So there is
Reverse hiding. No.
there's as we all sort of color.
I set it to black. It should be yours now.
No. Nope.
Sorry. Is there no button to delete?
There's a perpetual cloud for some reason just hanging over one part of the ocean, marring a beautiful skyline. Everyone's happy and excited, but occasionally you hear people discussing the one cloud in the dark portion of the ocean out at sea. Really confused about what's going on over there. Yeah, let me grab all this stuff, move it over here real quick. I stack these? Heck yes.
Nice. That big crash of ships. Yeah. What a disaster.
All right, cool. I'm gonna put us all right here for
Nice.
starting.
So, okay, that is not what I wanted to do.
Oh my gosh, why did I let you touch things?
I was just seeing if I could flick the off the map. And somehow it hit the dice, which were miles away.
The thing I was really worried about was being able to like touch and move the table, but luckily I figured out how to do this. Because if I just put down like a big slab or whatever, you would have been like picking it up on accident, trying to get your dice and all of that junk.
That would have been dreadful.
Yeah.
So luckily this is the table itself. You can't pick it up.
Nice.
As the so mechanic wise, I think what we should do is how many would this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we should move like ships are base 5 maybe for this setup, this grid, right? So you can move 5 and shoot maybe 3.
Okay.
So that would be like a distance of 3. For example, these two ships would hit each other. 3 in the middle.
Okay.
And then you can move 5 is what I think it should be, just to sort of, you know, make it a fight that we can control and all of that stuff. And then if your maneuverability is like positive, oh shoot, if it's positive, do y'all have like crazy stats? I don't know. +3 seems really high. Anybody got more than +3?
No, I've got 0 for maneuverability. -2, -1, and 0.
Yeah, I have -2.
Okay. I think that the negatives, because that's 6 goblins stacked as well, I think those should move, you know, normally, but if you had positives, you'd be able to move farther. And by like +1 would be 1 grid, +2, 2 grids, etc. I think that combat wise, still the same as people combat. Moving towards a ship will allow you to hit them and move, but moving away from ships will only allow you to move. That shouldn't be an issue, because once there's a bunch of ships out, you could just say, oh, well, I'm moving towards this one, right? So that shouldn't be an issue, especially because it's like a battle royale. And then for maneuverability, the way ship combat works, I think, would be normally you would roll combat against grit, right? But these ships will roll d20 plus combat plus maneuverability, which allows them to position better, faster, that sort of stuff, right? So these ships are stronger because they are faster or more agile or whatever, and that rolls against your grit, which is crazy But you can fire even in this like little combat sort of test or whatever. You could still fire at their maneuverability, even though it's powder and whatever, just to test it. And so you'll choose when you attack, right? You're going to say like, oh, okay, I'm just going to attack the ship and try and put color on it, deal damage to it, or I'm going to try and impair their maneuverability, and in hitting that, if you hit, because they'll still roll against it, if you hit it, that lessens their maneuverability instead of giving them damage. So a fast ship becomes a normal ship becomes a slower ship, and in that way you could take a ship down, you know what I mean?
Okay, in that case, we probably, just to say into the future for the ship, like sheets, probably need like a little box to put like what the maneuverability is actually at.
Yeah, that's true.
Just a little extra box, just so we can keep track of that easily.
The word was so big, but yeah, that's true. I had also thought that it would just be because I have them PDF style, right? So, well, I mean, some of them, and you could just alter that. Like if you have a comment, you just alter the comment. But true. Okay. I will work on that. I have to fix the sheet anyway because at the bottom it says some junk it shouldn't say.
I'm completely fine with that staying. Don't worry, I was just having a go.
Well, no, I wanted it to be like all you need is this piece of paper, this PDF, and you don't need to look at rules or any of that junk. But I messed up right there. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna assign Sailor's Pride some stats real quick. Actually, I'll just roll. See how good they are. A 3. All right.
Great. Brilliant.
-3. We'll leave this at 20. Okay.
You okay? You can reroll on that one if you want.
No, it's good. Oh, I don't need a third one. Just kidding. 3, 4. Nope. +2. Cool.
Why is your token that shape?
That one, when I since I made them all, it apparently I didn't cut it off right. So yeah, I don't know why, but I left it because I was like, oh, interesting. I asked ChatGPT to make, well, not ChatGPT. Anyway, I asked AI to make 4 paintings, and then it put them all into one image, and I was like, that's not what I meant, but okay, because that gave me more images, and so I just cut them all out of that.
Sure.
So the event, everybody heads to their ships. You know, it's announced like, hey, we're gonna start. There's an announcer, and the announcer, I guess they have magic, right, to make it loud so that everyone on the boardwalk can hear. He says, ladies and gentlemen and everything beyond, let's get ready for the annual Festival of Sea and Harvest. Brought to you, of course, as every year, by the Empire's funding and farmers and porters like you. And he like points to the crowd. The crowd goes wild. We're gonna have a beautiful day, except for one cloud that seems to be marring the sky, but a beautiful, beautiful competition today. Everybody to your ships if you're not there already. And there's like a big line of ships. I would assume there are more ships than this, but that's way too much junk. So we're just gonna run this, and he says, "Strike up the band." And so the way it works is, the band begins to play, and as the band plays, everybody sails out, and then when the band finishes their song, the game starts, right? So
Yep.
you hear the band kick up when their bandstand junk, and they're like, and everybody's cheering and singing along because I'm sure they know whatever that song is. And I guess we'll just roll to see who goes first, and we'll put them in an order.
Okay.
I guess a D20 because there's more than 6 of them.
A 5.
The brown one. What'd you say?
15, sorry.
Dang, so you're first so far. Wait, is this a 2? Dang.
That's a 2.
I thought it was 11 from way over here. All right, so I'm just going to write this down. It's way easier.
Assign them to the token. Probably not.
Would you hear fair? I
I
can't
was saying
mouse
if you
over.
could just assign them to the token, but no, I don't think so.
Nah. What is this? This is
It's
8.
going to be useless when they will move.
No, I just need to know who goes first.
Mine's a 5. Beautiful 5.
I can't grab stuff and do this.
So you could have just asked me to roll the dice. What you did.
Nope. That's the next one. 12, 19,
Okay.
19 for Sailor's Pride.
Classic.
6 goblins stacked. 9 and 10. All right, so you can. Sailor's Pride has maneuverability +1 because I wanted to test it. So we're gonna move standard 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I want Sailor's Pride to move 1 more. Boom, like that. It doesn't have to be in a straight line though. So
Okay.
if you want to move, I don't know what your ship's called. Birdhouse.
Oh, sorry, the bluebird.
Bluebird, nice. Just move the bluebird around wherever you so choose, 5 away from here. Perfect. Whatever ship this is, we'll call this. What should this would be called? I'm pulling up a new thingy just so that I have them all. I'm not, apparently. Where is it? Oh no. Okay. We'll call this Black and Daisy. It's like a farmer ship. They're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, whoops! It should have been the blue one first. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, geez, fair. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take my time.
Okay, diagonal is OP.
Yeah, it is. We just don't permit diagonal, I guess.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I already
like
permitted
that,
it, but
but-
from here on, I guess we won't. So, where was this? I don't know where. Go right here.
You can just make it up to say, oh, it's against the wind, so therefore. Blah, 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 blah.
Right. Yeah. Tacking
Mm-hmm.
or no tacking. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, that's lore accurate for you.
Whatever.
All right. All right.
Oh, I need one more. This one's called the why can't I type? Let's see, what's a cool name? Something like Porters, so this one's called the Shoal and Tell. Nice. 1, 2, 3. All right, the Porters and the
Look
I'm gonna make Shoal and
what the hell?
I'm gonna make Shoal and Tell a different color here. Cool. All right, so the band begins to wind down, and they're like, and then everybody over here hears their song begin to crescendo, I guess, and it's like, and the song ends. There's a huge wave of cheering. All the people in the stands, the little kids, some of the goblins who didn't make it onto the ship, the Admiral, everybody, Saltane, he's over there, give us a good one. Everybody's screaming, and the game commences. I think because this one's right here, I'll just roll this real quick and test this so that we can see how hard this is going to be. Is this Sailor? Shoot.
Part is you keeping track of all of the sheets right now because you're fighting NPCs.
Yeah, I'm fighting myself. So this one's white. Shoal and Tell is teal. There we go. Oh, and Bucket's blue. Goblin Stacked is green. All right. So this one, I don't know what abilities Henry might have, but it's probably something like probably something like Hooker and Bring Her Close, something like that, because Henry's all over the place. So he'll roll that junk. 3 versus 4. Oh, okay. Let me actually. We'll just assume they have these stats right here. So it doesn't connect. The first volley is just a bunch of random colors all exploding out of Henry's ship. Cleanthus is just running around on board, not really helping. It's not his ship. He just happens to be on board. But you see him like waving at people and stuff. Especially the ship he's actually supposed to be on, the Navy ship right here. So that the attack fails. There's just a bunch of color in the water and color in the air. People are cheering and screaming. Oh, did you? Oh, I see what you did there. I tried
to attach it, but it didn't work with one of the joints. Ignore that.
Gotcha. Can I change this color? Nope.
It's there. Doesn't count as an object, unfortunately.
So, this red 19. Type here. All right. Bluebird's next, right? 15? Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I'm doing it.
Yeah, I know. You can either move out and around or head towards the ships and start firing. It's up to you.
Okay. Is there like range? Like, oops.
Yeah, 3. So you don't have to go that close in order to hit him.
Okay.
You could be over here somewhere if you wanted to. Give me my die.
Sorry.
Nah, you're fine.
Okay. I guess I will attempt to use my ability because I have really not great combat ability.
All right.
Called watering can. Essentially, I have 2 uses of this, and I think of it as like giant water guns, essentially. Which is why it can only be used twice. And I will attempt to shoot colored water onto this red ship.
Okay, cool.
And it's like brightly green colored.
Ew. You gonna slime, Henry?
Sure. Why not? Let's see. Oops. Whoops, I lost it.
No. In the fog of war.
Oh. Great.
I'll just roll one.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you
now
trust
we
me.
have to be aware of the fog of war. How do I reveal everything? Come on. Anyway, yeah, if you want to roll something else, I'll try and figure it out. I mean, roll a different die so we can see what it is.
Oh, okay. Sure. I can barely see. Like, can you zoom in?
Yeah. Scroll in, scroll out.
Oh.
Yeah, you
I
can.
tried that
That's
and
why
it
the
didn't
hover
work, so
over helps.
Yeah, the hover over shows you what the die is, etc. Is that a 19?
okay. It is a 19, and the watering can has +4.
Well, you smashed this 12 out of existence. Okay, cool. If you'll roll a d6 for damage.
Did that just flop?
I mean, that wasn't really a
rolling or
roll.
not.
If you just want to hover it and hit R.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't really a roll either, but okay. It's up to you if you want to. I know. It didn't. It bounced it, but it was like a. Anyway,
okay, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll take that 3, but so the way I envision personnel protection working is that you use this insane ability, right? And you crush the roll, like just crushed the roll. So 19 plus your 4 is over the random stat that I gave to Sailor's Pride, which is 22 for personnel protection. I want to say it like that. So you would not only coat this ship in water, but also you're hitting the people on the ship too. So this huge gout of water comes at the ship, and Cleanthus is just waving on board, like and the ship takes 3 damage, and also Cleanthus takes 3 damage, or whoever might be on board, right? Cleanthus is a normal person, though. So the festivities would overwhelm him far faster than the characters we've been playing with previously, for example. But yeah. Anyway, an excellent strike. Whoops, I am in the sheet just typing random things. The next
Several men are
one
washed overboard and killed.
Exactly. That's
No.
yeah. Yikes.
Monster.
How dare you? You'd think that ship would be really kind, but it turns out they're monsters, yeah.
It's always the way of it, yep.
Yeah.
Unassuming monsters.
6 goblins stacked was the 9, I think.
think it was the 9.
All right. I was shooting for the 10, but I think it's this white ship maybe. The military peeps are actually going to move away, I think, and get better positioning because they're basically surrounded. So they'll move right here. 6 goblins stacked. It's gonna come right at you, like straight up at you. They have several abilities because that was the only way they could do anything. You see arms on board as the ship rocks up next to you. And when I say rock, I do mean like precariously kind of maybe leaning, depending on which way they happen to be sailing at the time and which way the wind is. But the gigantic ship, it has this like balcony off of the tower, and you see Arms standing there trying to look dignified, and he's saying just some random stuff to the crew who isn't listening. There's a let's see. There's like a play going on where they're reenacting some great goblin feast. So they're all eating during the play, and he's basically addressing this play of goblins who aren't listening, and he says some stuff like, "Great goblin kind, today we will be striking down those around us. We will be coloring them with the colors, and we will bring glory to goblin kind." And for some reason, it does make them a little quicker. Anybody who is touching a sail, which is very few of them, does pull with a little more vigor. But overcoming these rolls is basically impossible. So I'll just roll this real quick. 13. With the maneuverability and grit together, maneuverability and combat ability together, they roll a 1. Plus 2 for the inspiring speech is a 3.
Gotta beat 3.
Okay.
Yup, beat a 3. You won't.
I didn't roll.
Yeah, you can just chunk it, yeah.
Careful.
I lost it last time.
Maybe if you throw more in, we'll knock it out.
Do you
I
have a
have to,
positive
like-
grit?
I have a 0.
Okay, perfect. The color from 6 goblins stacked just erupts straight up out of the air, or out of the ship. It's a big cascade of several colors, green and teal and yellow, just up into the air, and there's a big cheer from the goblins as they put on their play. They are colored, but nothing happens to your ship.
The gnomes just laugh and applaud.
Yeah, the play continues, so you can learn some goblin lore, I guess. The white ship should have gone as well. The white ship, Lackadaisy here, will just attack, I guess, the teal ship. Gonna roll base 13 versus, I'm gonna roll your die. 13 versus 12, so they brought a bunch of fruit from their harvest, so it's a bunch of like apples and strawberries that they're blasting across. Oh, 4, nice. I'm gonna drop a 4 over here. The shoal and tell, someone gets hit in the arm with an apple and says something like, "Ah, that hurt. Whoa, yeah, they're shooting real stuff," and so it makes them like mad or whatever, so they're probably gonna come after them. But anyway, we move onwards to the
That's my mate.
Yeah.
Okay. I think can I fire and then move? Say I could. Or...
Can you fire and then move?
Rather than move and fire.
Really, the intent was combat-wise that you would only like if I don't know, because your ships. I mean, it makes sense.
Maybe if you didn't attack last turn, you can do it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. That does make sense. We'll run that for right now because I don't want to have to figure it out. But I'll work on that and think about it.
Okay. So use my ability organized. Get them all out on the decks, firing cannons at the teal ship nearby. That gives me 14 plus 2 minus 2, 14.
So you're firing at Shoal Intel?
The teal one, yeah.
Yeah, Shoal Intel. We got a 5.
Okay. Rolling damage. Only 2.
So 14, 50. Okay. Well, that's easy because I already have their ship open. Oof. Shoal Intel looking quite colorful right now.
Yeah. I imagine it's just a bunch of clerks like passing like these crossbows down, like loaded with like sort of like payloads of like colored dust.
Oh yeah, cool.
It's super organized, so it comes out in like constant stream. And now they're gonna move back because they realize they forgot Greg.
Wow, was he late? He's gonna be docked so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That brings it to Shoal Intel. Moving towards. Gonna pull him right here. And roll for Shoal Intel. The porters against Sailor, who I did give actual stats to. They also sweep across the water with a bunch of random colors, but are ineffective against Sailor and Henry's ability. So then we move back to me again, which is super annoying, but whatevs. I'm finishing this up. Wait, what? One's 2. Oh. All right, perfect. Sailor moves probably this way. 1, 2, 3. $11 versus 3. So Henry, after being soaked, I assume he got his boots splashed, and he says something crazy like, how does Henry sound? You know, having water in your boots is a lot like life. Sometimes you get wet, and sometimes you get a blister. Or something like that, and he fires into this lackadaisy. Oh my gosh, for 5. Perfect. And then me again. Oh no, not me again. Yes. Bluebird's up.
Okay. So can I move? Can I move then?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Okay.
So in theory, the way combat has been working so far, it's move towards something and you can still attack, or move away but you can't attack.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna move here. And just
really getting up close.
Yeah.
Hey, they're all about the colors. Yeah, go ahead and attack this white one.
Okay, the lackadaisy.
With just a normal cannon filled with bright pink, we'll say.
Okay.
Where'd that dice go?
I just picked it up and rolled it.
Oh.
You can, yeah. I can also spawn a bunch more if we want, but because somebody made a fog of war. Okay, 15. Nice. You said it's not modified, right?
For combat ability, it'd be a -2, so 13.
All right. Well, it still crushes us. Crushes the lackadaisy. A bunch of farmers, normal people, just having fun out on a ship. They probably were given this ship just for the day. So
More
you
lives
roll
taken.
damage.
It's not really damage, though, right?
No, it's not. It's just
What?
color.
Okay,
It's so that we can keep track
know.
of color. Yeah. Of course. All right. That's easy. Moving on. We have the military ship. I think they would probably try and take out 6 goblins stacked. They have a +3. So 14 versus 9, of course. Perfect. Let me look at 6 goblins stacked though. Ooh, it's actually a 12. But it doesn't matter. The bucket fires a bunch of color into the tower of goblins. Another 5 down. Boom. This is a militarily precise ship making a calculated attack on basically a big floating target. So you see a line of colors, Roy G. Biv style, pop 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 down the side of the back, I guess, of the ship as 6 goblin stack starts coming around to face the bluebird, because I don't know what Arms is doing, but he seems kind of focused at this point. Anyway, moving on to the daisy. I'm gonna move it, actually. I was gonna leave it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 right here.
Run for the cover of the cloud.
It's so dark over there. They're gonna roll up behind the ship, who dealt them some damage. Ooh, a 20 versus
Teal ship is going down.
4. Yeah, it really is. So they just do a normal sort of revenge attack for 1 damage. The farmers
never mind.
have included a bunch of flowers in their attack. Oh,
Go
we
now.
lost Dicker. You
Disconnected
popped out
from
of
the
the
game.
game. Yeah.
Are dead?
Yup. It sometimes when you drop out like that, it just takes a little bit.
There it goes.
I sent you a re-invite. If you'll just join out, you joined before.
You did it.
Really?
It doesn't let me click on it.
I don't think so.
How did you join last time? Because I don't know.
I closed the game completely.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to reboot it.
Okay. The only, well, not the only annoying thing, but one of the annoying things about this game is the disconnects.
Oh, okay.
But normally you just hop right back into the game.
Well, it's still saying I'm disconnected, like in Steam. Oh.
Gotcha.
Okay.
leads me to play around with more of the tools and make more horrific mistakes.
Or take off this fog of war.
I literally can't.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to relaunch Steam totally.
It says, yeah, just click it for more options, and the more options are. Maybe I can. No, that just makes it reverse hiding. I think hides. Oh, grab it quick. Can you see that?
All right, perfect. Leave it like that.
Everyone but the color of the area can see inside it, so I'm going to set it to green. Nobody's green.
The clouds begin to part, and it gets a little lighter over there.
Yeah. Get incredibly light, actually. It's like a god ray. No, that makes it hidden from you.
Yeah, go back to what it was.
Should we want it pink?
Yeah, leave it like that. Yeah.
Change it.
I don't have you to invite.
There you go. That's less distracting.
Several people on shore begin to take bets about who's going to win. Of course, Admiral Saltain is saying, like, it's gonna be my boys, the finest ship on these seas, except for mine, of course, all of mine.
Just see my ship pulling in. Was it there to pick up Greg? Rolling stop. He's thrown a rope. He's told to grab on.
The people on. I had messed with, or I had thought about this. Like maybe the people on shore have like cannons too, but I was like, nah, that's too much. You know, we'll just. Yeah. That's too much.
I'll be going back out to sea now.
Yeah, because you're like stopped. You're picking up, somebody. There's like kids throwing powder while you pick someone up if they can.
Oh no, I'm throwing a rope. I'm not stopping for him. I'm rolling stuff. Okay. He can still hit me. It's slow enough for him to not get killed by being grabbed on.
Yeah.
Being dragged on, but.
There's people in like little rowboats and stuff watching the melee, and they're throwing fruit and stuff at your ship as you pass by.
Nice. I'm happy to take some damage. I'll be damaged.
No. I don't think. Sure. I don't think it would even be noticeable.
Yeah.
Sorry, my Steam is just not wanting to work at all.
That's probably why your Steam's probably broken.
I guess.
You could watch your stream and kind of dictate your actions if you'd like.
Yeah.
Wait for Steam to come back.
Yeah.
Cool. 6 goblins stacked. Probably because they had turned away from the shore, and spinning is probably difficult for them. They're probably just gonna move one more forward and fire at the back of. Oh, you can't roll. Well, you can't roll. You just roll physically or however you want. But they'll probably take a pot shot at you from behind. They do have abilities that I'm going to use the heck out of because they need it.
This is why you don't talk to goblins. They'll fixate on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine, whatever.
The ability is called Tower of Power. The goblins all sort of get all into the windows of all of the tower, all the way up. Some of them have cannons in them. Some of them have ivy, small botanical gardens that aren't really helpful. But the goblins man all of the windows all the way up the tower and attempt to attack the back of the bluebird that is headed away. So they will roll 14. Hold on, let me do some math here. That is a 6.
What? What?
How are they that bad?
You could not hit a goblin on here. There's no way. But you can hit the ship, no problem.
Okay. I rolled a 16.
All right. Well, they're the windows that happen to have cannons are all out to the side, so there's like a pinwheel of color around 6 goblins stacked, just pop, 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 but none of them actually aimed at any ships, and they failed to deliver anything. And then fair, Greg has been picked up or lost at sea.
He's hopefully being dragged back in, but we're not stopping again. I will move. Gotta get away from the shore because the people are annoying. That's as far as I can go. And I am going to fire. Can I fire a slight diagonal if it's
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that makes sense to me.
A fire
roll.
That's
Come on.
I mean, it stays on there. It's a roll, but it was a 10. Just re-rolling.
Sailor. So is that when you say 10, you have negative what?
Yeah, so it was 12. It originally rolled as a 12, so it's -2.
-2 combat?
Yeah.
I don't actually have your sheet open. Do you have maneuverability?
Yeah, but it's +0.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. All right. Where did I put sailor? I just put them at base 20, so they have no changes either. So.
Okay, so they don't get hit.
Yeah, you hit 10, right, to 12. Okay. Yeah, they're sailing away. As you come away from the shore, I guess maybe you're like a little slow or something, and you miss them. And then
Everyone's a bit
finally,
distracted, listening to Greg being chewed out by the stationary master.
Go for teal. I'm not gonna even move them. 8 into the white. The porters and the farmers have made a feud, so they are just blasting each other. 17. This one does not connect though. Just a bunch of loud noise, but nothing actually comes out of the cannons. And then we'll move to sailor. Sailor's going to go away from the people that just attacked them.
Ooh.
Ooh. Probably to right here. And try and strike at the military, because that's exactly what Henry would do. Is that a 4?
It's a 7.
All right, well, of course, there's no way Henry would be able to hit a competent Navy ship. So he probably fires the wrong side. He probably gives the order, and his sailors fire. Yeah, it's into the water, but it's pretty. You know, it's sailors' colors of pink and purple and all of that stuff. But no luck there. 1915. Oh, that's Bluebird.
Okay. I don't know what the goblins were. What color?
The goblins are green. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come around them here, and then just do another cannon fodder. This time, bright blue powder.
Okay.
We did find your dice again, by the way, if you want it back.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
It was recovered.
I'll just throw it right behind it again. 5.
5.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well,
The goblins get.
The goblins are at 6 plus 3 is 9. They're pretty armored. So they probably have some sort of weird thing sticking off the side of the ship. It's kind of like a wing or whatever that they can like pull, and your colors all go into this random board that's on a gigantic hinge that weighs down one side of the ship. So it's just sort of ineffective. Even if it does hit that board, they're just going to drop it into the water and let it go.
Lovely botanicals you have. We have plenty of wares that will enhance those.
There's a gardening sort of looking goblin wearing like a dirty apron, and you say that, they just jump off and start swimming towards your ship, but all the ships are moving, so they're just in the water. Wait! Try to swim towards you. Well, blue. Wait, hold on before I roll this. No active aggression would go unpunished, I think. I do think they would reposition right here and fire at Sailor with some big ability. Ignite the load. Yeah, so a bunch of flaming fruit. It's a bunch of pies. It's a bunch of pies that have just been baked. Yeah. Versus a 9, there was never any chance. Oh, yeah. Henry's coat is flapping open, and he takes a pie to the chest. He's like, ah! You see his hook hand trying to scrape off his the pie, and then he realizes he has another hand, and he's trying to wipe it off. So Henry will take this damage as well, a full 5. Sorry, bro. I'm just gonna put this here. Cool. That's the Navy. The farmers just roll an attack into their feud just to make it easy on me. Doesn't work. Then 6 goblins stacked. Probably gonna pull.
There's been a lot of pies on that ship coming out.
Oh yeah, true. But I think they would continue their curve around.
Gotcha.
Someone's probably made some sort of joke, and so the wheel is just permanently stuck spinning in a circle as they cruise around right here. So they'll fire at the very posh peeps at the bottom. I'll use another Tower of Power just to try and put out some damage.
Okay.
A bunch of goblins at the back of the ship pull up some big beams and like try and angle the actual tower forward and push it in some direction. It really just serves to make the tower start leaning forward on the ship. It doesn't, obviously they're not braced against any ground, so it doesn't move them at all. It just weakens their own ship. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Okay, I got an 8.
Dang it. Poor goblins. There's a disagreement about which way the tower should be leaning. There's another crew pushing it the other direction, and it's just wobbling back and forth. None of their shots hit. Dun, dun, dun. And then that's you.
Okay. I don't think we'd go for them, so instead I think we'd go sort of like for a boarding action. So it'd probably be more look like a straight line, straight towards this one.
Oh, dang.
Here, which is enough.
Okay.
and I'm going to use the ability Misery Loves Company, and basically, as punishment, Greg has been packed full of these bags of powder, and he's been forced onto the ship as we sail past.
Okay.
So that's a +3 to whatever this is. Oh, that's awful. So that comes out as 5.
Oof. I got a 9.
Damn.
Yep. Just flat 9. So what do you do? Like lay down a big board over the ocean and shove Greg?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
He probably slams into the side of the ship and falls back into the water. Hopefully these things float.
Oh yes, yeah. He's got a big coat basically full of these bags.
Perfect. We're gonna continue the feud over here. 18 into a 9. The porters fire back. Hey, the first 6. Holy snap. The bets on this feud over here are going crazy. It's back and forth, honestly. The Lackadaisy is looking very colorful. The Shoal and Tell also pretty colored in color. Henry, ooh, I think he'd still fire at the military. Mostly because Greg. He's probably trying to convert or trying to have Greg come and join Sailor and get a date. 3 to 5. Well, what's his all right. No strike there. He's too busy leaning over the side of the ship, talking to Greg. So nothing happens there. And then Blue, is it Bell or Bird? I don't know why I can't remember things.
Bird.
I should have written them all down. Bluebird, cool.
Bluebird. Can I spend my turn trying to rescue this goblin that they just left?
I mean, sure. I mean, you could if you don't want to move, you could do that and still fire. I mean, that makes sense, I think.
Okay, sure. Yeah. While one of the gnomes is helping this goblin get on the ship, someone else will load a cannon with bright yellow powder.
Yeah, because the goblin's probably moving. So, yeah.
Okay. Can I shoot diagonally?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will attack this blue one.
Okay, the Navy. Good luck.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What?
Oh,
Becomes an 18 though.
Oh my gosh. Let me see what their
natural 20 versus natural 1.
Oh,
Beautiful.
was it a one that I didn't see that.
I think you're good with the minuses.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, what kind of attack is this? You said you didn't say the color.
I said bright yellow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Is it powder or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you'll roll damage. Gosh. All right. There's a mage on board. Like very identifiable because they are in the armed services and stuff, so they have the specific garb of the mages of the Empire and stuff. And you see she had been like repositioning her hat, so she took it off, and it's sunny or whatever. And as she puts her hat back on, she's like fixing it. She's looking up into the wind, and all this yellow powder smashes into her face, and she's like, "My eyes! Ah, my eyes!" And she takes damage as well. Yeah, she's coughing, trying to find a fire bucket to wash her face off. Poor
Sorry, dear.
mage. It's fine. I get it. It's fine. Okay. I don't know if I assume the military would strike back at that, so they're gonna hit you from there. Oh my. Maybe you hit the captain too. Jeez Louise, if you'll roll grit against this,
13.
They snag a 4. So, geez. Yeah. Why would they miss? Maybe a rogue swell buoys them too high, and the shots that should land directly on your ship, also because they're not cannonballs, and that's what they're used to, sort of sail directly over your ship in a cool little rainbow, but don't hit your ship.
Okay, I forgot to mention I have a brightly colored pinwheel at the top of my crow's nest that kind of just flutters the powder
cool.
around it.
Just like constantly, you're just
It's just like
making
a
clouds.
pinwheel.
Cool.
No wonder the goblins are after you.
Right, yeah, you're bright and shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Feud continues here. Oh, that was not a roll. 13, I'm just taking their base rolls. So this one fires back. 5. Holy snap. The odds on shore are just insane right now. People have begun to bet far more than they should on this battle right here. The farmers, because of course they're all invested, right? The farmers are very invested in their ship. The porters are definitely sure that their ship's going to win. Back and forth, as these two ships basically are just like swinging in odd circles, fighting each other. 6 goblins stacked. Seeing a potential win, they come out of their spin, maybe go 1, 2, 3, 4 like this.
That's not going to make it popular.
Yeah, no. They'll fire. Wait, what are their abilities? What's the second one? About face, a perfect name. They pull up right here and then do an odd sort of spin maneuver that looks like it's just their ship loosely spinning, and it is. And they will fire. Please. Dang it! There's no way that could ever hit. I'm just gonna roll your die real quick just to make sure that their ship continues to spin by itself.
Completely blocking the view for everyone else. The shore.
Yeah, right. They can't see this fight as well anymore. People are yelling and stuff. The goblins, of course, that are on shore are all cheering because they think great stuff is happening. This. That's you. Fair.
Okay. Well, being Greg very embarrassed, they're going to try and board again, but with
jeez.
All of them now sort of just holding like bags and stuff. They've all got a way back. They're sort of swinging over. They can swing back.
Yeah.
If it doesn't succeed. So that's a +4 to the whatever pops out here. -2, so 15.
Sailor's stats is flat, so just a 12 here.
That succeeds.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll damage. That just rotated my character sheet. Oh god. 4 damage.
4.
God, how do I rotate back? I guess I just press R again.
The
Yeah. So these clerks that have been trapped under, doing work for most of the year, all of the year, apart from today. They've had a few drinks on the shore and they're just going crazy with these bags. They're boarded. They're just cramming them with people's hats and slamming the hats back on. And they're just making a right mess and complete chaos. Or swinging back over before them.
The deck is covered in colors. People are like slipping in sort of like a color mud. You said 50. No, okay. That doesn't matter then. Yeah, they're like slipping in colors. People are getting colors all over their clothes and stuff. Henry's associates. Henry's attempting to pass out flyers while everybody's aboard. He's like, wait, come to Sailor. We got paint night. You can meet the love of your life. Hold on, here you go. And he's passing out flyers. A lot of the ones that he tries to hand out with his hook are just staying on his hook. They're not going anywhere. And that's Henry and you. All right. Battle continues. 15 into 19. Oh dear. They missed their strike. These two ships and Sailor all looking very colorful right now. The ships are basically almost completely covered. Anyway, moving to Henry. Henry will fight back against you because nobody said they would join. So he will have his henchman attack.
Can I use abilities on defensive rolls?
If that makes sense.
Because I just want to use my other charge of murderous catharsis against them. They're still going.
Yeah, if it makes sense, then yes. Yeah. We're looking at a 19 now.
Yeah. That's true. I think I would have asked before I made the roll anyway, so...
No. I think it makes sense strategically.
So that's 21 overall.
All right, well, they just... Oh, wait. 21, let's see here. Where are
any bonuses?
Why can't I math? 19. Is 19 over your PP?
No.
All right, well done. Unfortunately, Henry can't eat. I don't know why, but your ship is right in front of him, and he still misses.
There's too much chaos going on.
He probably fires a couple cannons worth of flyers into the ship, but they're not colorful, right? Yeah. So it doesn't matter. He got the advertising cannons mixed up.
That goes right through and into all the paperwork. We'll be finding those for years to come.
Oh yeah, Bluebird.
Oh.
It's on you.
I'm just gonna move this.
An aggressive stance.
That's very.
However, seeing that this ship is just very bland, I'm gonna shoot it.
Wow. Got it.
Good.
Okay.
Just a normal cannon shot of brightly colored. We'll say like a fuchsia color.
Yep.
And why did I roll that? Hold on.
You can roll. You can take that roll. It doesn't matter to us.
Damn it, I flipped my character sheet again. Put the game in focus.
Oh, that's only a 6, so 4.
Got an 18 in my grit. 17 in my grit.
Unlucky. The ships sail up to each other, but stark and colorless versus super colorful.
Yeah. You probably aim it like to hit crew, but there's no crew there, and you just fly straight over. They're all busy wrecking the other ship.
True, that's a good point. The Navy will move forward one, and and take on the assessors with, let me see what they got.
Auditors. Come on.
Auditors, not assessors. Excuse me.
God.
Oh, wait. Oh, well. I think they would use their second +4 ability here as the least damaged. I think maybe it's this one. I'm not sure, but one of these two is the least damaged. So I think they would try and put some more damage out, even though taking down this one makes sense as well. So and they will. Let's see. This one might be fireworks. I think this is a kind of dangerous display.
That's actual attack.
Yeah. They're gonna aim like above you, and then when the fireworks explode, they'll burst out colors.
Right.
With a +4. 19.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got 2. So might as well I got a 1.
That is a 22.
Yep. Doesn't beat my PP though.
Dang. Okay.
23.
So these fireworks explode over.
It's because nobody's on the ship again.
Right. Yeah. There's a brief discussion on shore about whether that's legal or not, but nobody really fights it because it's the Empire, and what are you gonna do? It's kind of scummy. That's 5 though. Nice. Nice.
Oof. Ouch. Ouch.
Boom. Take that, sucker.
That. Yeah, I'm taking it.
6 goblins stacked. See, they spawn this way. I'm trying to make it like, okay, so they're probably gonna come this way. From here, let's throw down another ability. Actually, that one doesn't make sense. Melon Ball is going to stand up and do a wonderful sort of speech about the different flavors of colors. She's probably describing the different colors as how they taste, you know, and like comparing them to things and being very esoteric, trying to inspire people, and attacks the bluebird at, let's see, +2. With a 1.
Oof.
Dang it.
Oh, well, have you got any minuses to your grit?
No.
Dang it.
Well,
Melon Ball had it right, but she didn't quite inspire enough, I guess. A lot of the goblins.
No, it doesn't taste like that.
Yeah, a lot of the goblins are tasting the colors instead of shooting them, and disagreeing about what they taste like. Most are saying that the colors taste like sand. So there you go.
Maybe the goblin I had picked up is playing with a pinwheel.
Oh, I skipped these people, didn't I? The farmers. Let me roll them real quick. 4 into 10. No luck. It didn't matter anyway.
Gosh. They're running out of ammo, aren't they?
Yeah. It's on you.
They'll hit each other for a while. It's on me.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's probably piled them back on board now.
Probably, yeah.
Enough, but probably not enough to move. So I'm just going to shoot at the military people here.
Okay.
So they're looking quite healthy.
Oof, that's a 2.
Oh, damn, that's a 2.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I got any modifiers.
You're definitely going to have a modifier.
I do. Shit. It's +1. Get wrecked.
Oh. Yeah.
So your combat and maneuverability modifiers both are in there?
Yeah.
Ah, dang. All right, well.
Yeah.
Navy stands strong against your attack.
Unless I use one of my crew, like, as a plus. I probably should have used one of my crew as a plus.
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, that makes sense.
And then I can actually hit. Yeah, my Doug, the stationary master, is getting everybody back on board. Give me a +1.
Okay.
Trying to organize people back.
So we tie?
So I succeed. No, yeah, we tie.
Okay. Paperwork doesn't phase them, so this will be half damage because of the tie, but
Okay.
no real damage.
Hopefully round it up if it's a 1.
Yeah.
Round it up or down. Sorry.
I don't remember. Let me look at the rules. Combat mechanics. In case of a tie, damage is halved. The results were. I didn't write the answer. I guess in favor of the attacker. So.
Okay, so 2 then.
Makes sense.
2 damage.
All right. Let me mark that.
A couple of people probably get on the front cannons as we're side to side with this other ship. And just get a few shots off.
In a wild series of events, the military ship is actually the most covered in color currently. It's dripping down their sails and falling onto the deck and stuff. So they gotta step up and look out.
Yep.
So that's you. Oh, and then these bros over here. 4 and a 6. Again, no firing. Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, people on shore are thinking, "Is this rigged? Are they just trying to drum up, our bets and stuff?" But anyway, we move on to Sailor. Sailor will see 1, 2, 5.
I mean, is Greg still on board?
Greg's in the water. Hopefully he's come out by now, but
Yeah.
he didn't make it on. That was not my roll. I was just dropping it. Okay. I'm just gonna roll this normal against the goblins. The goblins do have an ability for defense. That's not gonna matter. But I'm gonna use it anyway. It's called batten down. All the goblins sort of like they send up a red alert screech like as they see the ship coming, and they all pull all the windows shut and everything. It does not help really, but yeah, there's no way they can overtake 11. Yeah, no. Cool. Damage goes out. A 4.
Oof.
You know what? I think I was putting damage into the military ship instead of this ship.
I was thinking that. It's like the military ship hasn't taken that many hits.
It shouldn't be that low.
He's only taken the 2 from me.
Okay. Then I will transfer that. So this is 4. Makes sense. That makes more sense.
Unless I think the red ship was in combat with it, so I don't know if the red ship did any damage to it.
Well, I'll just equal it out. It's a training ship anyway.
Yeah.
That was 4, right? So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Cool. And then Bluebird.
All right, a little bit frustrated that the ship is still very bland. I'm going to use my watering can, my final watering can. And it's going to shoot out bright blue water. Why do I keep doing that? Hold on.
I'm using the abilities
Oh.
defense before you roll. I'm going to use it anyway.
Okay.
It's just the +1, calm and collecting, as everyone sort of calms down from their catharsis. So, yeah, it's going to be a 14.
Yeah, that beats the 11 I would have had. So
Okay. Yeah. I'm still bland. But less bland now, because I did get hit by the military. With fireworks.
oh, that's right.
There's probably a few little smolders.
Got my sheets. Military. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll just. Why would the military move? Well,
yeah.
Should they? No, I don't think they would mess with these two little randoms over here. So I'll just fire at you again. No abilities or anything.
I see. I'm just using the ability, so it doesn't make sense for me to use the one. Yeah, that hits.
Boom! Nice. Damage here. A full 6.
Oof. Absolutely drenched. Yeah.
Yeah, after their poor showing previously, they step up. Someone gave a speech on that ship or said their wages are going to be garnished, something like that. And then
they're getting audited hard after this.
They're not afraid of your paperwork.
Oh, they should be.
I'll roll this guy. 8 into 8. Hey, we'll do a halfie. Nice. We'll call that 1 damage. This is.
These ships are going to actually outlast everyone just because they're not hurting each other.
Well, I had hoped they would just take care of each other, but apparently not. 10. All right, you're up. I don't know your ship's name. I can't remember.
Mine.
Yeah.
Death. Yeah.
Death.
It's death.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
So the military is messing me up.
Yeah.
And this one's messing me up. So I think the only safe place for me to go is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just hide away between these two.
Nice.
It can't get much worse.
It's good camouflage.
Doesn't expect the gob. Yeah.
Are you gonna strike at them?
I am going to shoot back at the bluebird.
Nice.
Okay.
As I sort of sail past, though, doing a barrage. It's only a 5 to hit.
I just rolled a 14.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. The quick speedy getaway. The shots just go completely wild as we pass by.
And then Porter's 16 into 7. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
The Porter's.
It's restarting the fights.
Woo! They strike back into the white ship. White ship has very little boards and sails still showing. The farmers look like they're going to lose, but here we are back at Pennypacker. I think he would do something wild like strike at the goblins past you. You know what I mean? Like, here's the obvious target. Instead,
I mean, at this point, I'm the most colourful ship, apart from maybe the farmers. So
10 into in 1. I guess he misses. +3, yeah. The Pennypacker misses the goblins. Doesn't hit you either. The shots probably go like in a weird U shape, an unexplained U. Bluebird.
I think feeling like these two are having too much fun shooting stars at each other, I'm gonna shoot
My God,
heal
no.
one.
What are you doing?
Interfering. 14.
Ooh,
So
a
12.
3. Dang.
Oh, no.
All right.
All right,
Roll
so
some
a blast
damage.
of like red powder. comes
Red,
out
cool.
here. Cat.
Does that beat the PP? Gnome's going to take more lives.
14. No, if they were just normal, then no.
Yeah, it was just normal. So 3 damage. or 3 powder points.
3 powder points.
Sure.
Okay. Both of these ships on their colorful last legs. You went military. I don't see why they wouldn't strike at the Bluebird. Again, not moving. A 7 plus.
I thought it was a 1. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a 1.
That's
okay.
That's
Yeah.
a 10. All right, cool. No abilities or anything, but I'll roll this bad boy. Whoosha. Boom, 5. You wanted color and you got it.
I did. Finally.
Yeah, your fight with the goblins didn't lead to a whole lot. So they roll. Okay, farmers are up. Here we go. Blasting into
farmers.
the merchants.
Win it back.
A 2. No.
There's a chance. There's a chance. 1 in 20.
Oh. 1. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
And they win.
6.
The biggest upset. The biggest upset.
Dang! The farmers load their last dregs of all of the blueberries and raspberries and strawberries, and they line up their shots and they fire into the sides of the merchants and finally completely cover them. The merchants lose first. They are gone. The farmers don't look so good, but you know, they won their feud. The crowd erupts. You can hear the screaming from out on the ocean. There's like a huge upset. Tons of people yelling and shouting. Almost no one's even looking anymore because this feud was so big. There's a couple goblins just like stepping on people as they argue, you know, walking across their heads and stuff, trying to make it to the other side of the crowd, yelling, but they didn't bet any money. They're just yelling to yell. Anyway, death again, I believe. Wait. Oh, I didn't move the gobos, did I?
No, you haven't done the gobos yet.
Yeah, that's because I covered their number and didn't see it.
Gotcha.
The goblins will fire at death, but there's no real reason unless they hit a 20.
They'll still
A
got
10. Okay, so we're looking at a 2.
I got 13.
All right.
Yeah.
Their tower. They have a water hose that they normally use for, well, they would use for fires, but they've never actually used. But someone has grabbed it and they are just like accidentally flying around. You know, it's just pressurized water, so they're sort of flying around on the hose, distracting all the goblins. Now it's you.
Okay. I would continue my sneaky maneuver of going around here to shoot at max range at the military.
Ooh, all right, do it up.
For this one, yeah, I used one of my abilities here, which is a +2
All right.
organized. And probably my crew member as well. Stationary master's involved here. Wow, really trying to get hit off. Shit. No,
Nope.
I'm not even going to bother doing the maths.
Nope. Their range keeps them superior at this point, and they outmaneuver your shot. It's a beautiful shot, but they just they predict it. And then, oh, that one is gone. I can't get rid of that by itself, and I don't want to get rid of all the text, so we move up to Sailor. Yeah, it doesn't even write on it. It's so funny.
Nice.
Sailor will move forward so that I can see the number and fire at the Bluebird with we'll go with a +2 ability called well, I don't know if I use +2 or not. Whatever the +2 is. Anyway. 12.
14.
Dang. All right. I don't have any stat modifiers, so Henry begins to psychoanalyze several of the crew members on the ship, and he works in some astrology numbers in there, numerology and stuff, and sort of confuses his own crew. That's exactly how it would go. Bluebird is up.
All right. I guess I will try to volley back at the sailor.
Mm-hmm.
Just a normal shot. Oh, that's 3.
Rushed. Nice. You overhear some of the psychoanalyzation stuff, and it's very interesting. You maybe take a moment to listen to it, you know?
Okay.
The military. Deciding to begin to clear the board. We'll move over here,
Monsters.
take out the
Going for the easy
farmers
kills.
real quick. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they'll fire at the farmers. 9,
First bad roll they've had.
12. Well, it's still a 12. So they smash into the farmers here for 4. I do believe that's it. That is it. So they pull the farmers out of the fight, completely cover them in a final rainbow fire of color, and the farmers sail back. Now that the disagreements on shore have ended, the crowds all come over to both of the crews of these ships, and they're congratulating them, talking about next year, talking about how the porters have won the most colorful award, and yeah, cool. So they sail back over here. That's the military, and then white ship, 6 goblins stacked. We'll move right here, and I guess just attack it at death. Come on, 20. Dang it.
Come on, swing better than that. Oh, just.
Yeah.
11.
Well, I mean, their negatives are so high.
Yeah.
So they are swinging in the rigging, probably something like that, and having a nice swing fest.
Yeah.
That was stacked. It's on to death.
Loads of easy swinging targets. I think I'll try and fire them.
All right, cool. Can't see my own.
15. Yeah. 15 minus whatever.
They don't have minus to grit. They have plus to grit.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. They are a +3 grit. So their maneuvers are unpredictable, I guess, with the swaying of the tower. They can't hit anybody, but they also don't get hit very much, I guess. So that's you. That's that. Back to Sailor. Sailor will move to also try and attack them. The 13 into a... No luck there either. This is why I wanted to test it. Maybe I have created the way to beat ship battles. I don't know. But Sailor does not connect into goblins. Bluebird is up.
Nope. Right?
No? I did Sailor and then Bluebird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking different one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ignore me.
I'll go ahead and see everyone trying to take down these goblins and assist them. Just a normal shot. So that's all I have left for combat.
Nope.
It's a 4.
Never any chance. The goblins just spinning. They're swinging on the ropes, swinging the ship around and around as well. The military. Surely they can do it, right?
Anyone can.
And 13 into 8. The military fires a volley at the beautiful goblin tower. For at least they're whittling them down a little bit more. They're very colorful. 6 goblins stacked. Fires back at the military. Even with all of their minuses, they do manage to strike at the military. That's wild.
A miracle.
Yeah. And it's
For a lot.
4. All right, cool. Let's pop this down. Oh. Hundreds for a second. Cool. Death again.
Okay. Gonna get a little bit of distance. Just a little bit. And then fire at the bluebird.
Is that technically moving towards it? I guess so.
Sort of Jace, a diagonal.
Yeah.
If it's not cool, that's fine. That would be 17 to hit.
Yep, I only rolled a 14.
Gosh. 5 damage.
What colors are you shooting?
What's that? Just greens, purples,
Okay.
horrible things that clash. Yeah.
Disgusting. Okay.
Yeah.
So you light up our poor friends who are just here for fun, it seems like. Back to Sailor. I'll try and take the goblins down. And into 6. That's 9, right? 679. Yes. Sailor also scores a hit against the goblins.
Poor guys.
5. Okay. Even though their tower is gigantic, it is very colorful at this point. Super colorful. Sailor has decorated it with pink as well. There's probably actually a big S Henry managed to get on the side of their ship as advertisement. Military's next. I'll move them down 1 and fire at the goblins. Come on, goblins. 12 into 3. The military takes out another ship, I'm sure. With 2, the perfect number. The military finishes off the tower in a beautiful display of precision. Not hurting anyone, just removing the silly threat of the goblins. Mostly from the goblins as well. And then we are left with death next. 4 remain.
Probably sort of do a circular path, sort of like this.
Ooh. You
And
scared?
then fire again. Yeah. Yeah. I'm skirting the outskirts here. Sorry, I haven't rolled yet. That's only a 7 to hit.
I only rolled a 3, so you're good.
Okay, rolling damage. 2 damage.
Getting down here.
Sailor's probably gonna come this way and fire
Damn
at
it.
the military. What?
I'm trying to go around to catch people.
Oh.
It's all good.
Fire at the military here. 12. Military outpaces the moves of Captain Henry Pennypacker. He's probably gonna give some statement like anti-military statement about how they're taxes and keeping us down and stuff like that, not knowing that he should be headed towards a different person with that insult, but it's probably going to go towards the military. Bluebird.
Cut me off.
Yes, I am going to cut you off and then try to shoot some bright pink powder at you.
Oh, good. I'm going to use another charge of my organize before I roll. For a +2.
Oops.
Oh, nice one.
That was wild. I don't know how to move the table. Oh, never mind.
Are you good?
So just a 6.
I got a 10 for my grip.
Turn it. Okay.
Bluebird into the military next, right? Yeah. Yeah. They'll probably come this way. Right here, yeah. And Saltane is probably standing, right here. So the captain's trying to show off for their commander and attack Sailor. Say 5 into 17 does not hit. Too distracted by what's occurring on shore. So the military does not strike. And then we're back up to death.
I'm not going to change course. I'm going to plowing straight in. Actually, probably alongside. Like that. And then using Misery Loves Company, I'd probably try and board again.
Okay.
One sec. Don't worry, I'm out of the murderous rage ability at least. Roll.
That's good.
So that is 9.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. So, bunch of angry clerks jump over. And hit a 6. As they just pelt you. Bags coming out of their pockets.
Almost done.
Oh, geez.
The gnomes start to, as they get past... Are you passing paperwork in this one? I don't know.
No, there's no paperwork pass. We take the paperwork.
Oh, okay. Well, they're going to start passing out pinwheel, or trying to pass out pinwheels anyhow.
As they do, yeah. They're just getting coated in dust, probably.
But they're laughing and... Yeah, thanks.
Penny Packer's going to move this way. 1, 2, 3... and not attack, and he'll say something like, we should probably be banded against the government. We got to bring down the system. The system comes in and they really try and tell you, what to do and where to go and who you can psychoanalyze and if you can have a license or not and whether you're qualified to have a medical practice. And I don't think that's very accurate. I mean, they don't know my resume. They don't know my skill set. So maybe we should all join together, take out the Navy ship, and then, we can work it out from there. Maybe I win. Maybe something else happens. Who knows? He's yelling into your ships.
I miraculously regen a charge of murderous thoughts.
But he does not attack. And then it'll be Bluebird.
Okay, I think they're just going to chime with laughter and then accept their alliance.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, but go in hard? Oh no.
Sure.
Oh no.
Their last hurrah.
Yeah.
And we'll just do a normal powder shot.
Okay.
Oh. It's a 6. What is yours?
It's an 8. Yeah, right. A bunch of your colored powder goes into the crowd on shore, and there's a hurrah, a huge excitement. as they get involved, you know, like a killer whale show or whatever. As they get splashed, the military ship, the Navy, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 will probably attempt to take you out here. The basic attack. Oh no!
Roll.
I snagged a 2. Plus, I got a 5.
15.
Okay. They're very concerned, like, oh, should we do something about the crowd involvement? I don't know. They're like looking at rules and stuff, so they miss their shots. And then death, right?
Yeah. I basically got taunted, so I have to attack the red ship here. Yeah, a bunch of clerks charging aboard after being told their work is worthless. My last charge of Misery Lost Company.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh dear.
Oh, dang, it was
6.
on an 11, but it dropped to a 3, dude.
Rolling damage.
Back to their ship.
3 damage.
Alright.
As the truce has been firmly rejected.
Yeah, Sailor is looking rough. They will fire back at you. Yeah.
Yep.
He'll probably say something like, you're just part of the system.
Oops.
Something like that. This is a 6.
I got a 7 - 1, so half damage.
Ooh. Roll that bad boy. Take a damage, please.
Take 1 damage.
You're part of the problem. You're part of the system, man. I'll give you some free therapy, and we'll take an hour or 2. We'll go through what really happened here, get into your feelings, and then I'll get into my feelings, and then we'll share our feelings. Which is an odd conversation to have sailing past, like yelling.
Yeah.
So that's death. Back to Sailor. Oh wait, no, that was him, right? Yeah, you took the damage. So, Bluebird.
They're gonna stay where they are and just try to hit the
Still up. Nice.
again. 14. No, 12.
I got a 10.
Ooh.
Hit me with some color.
We'll say that it's kind of a blend of yellow and greens.
Oh, okay. So like a mud.
No, yellow and green.
Okay, sure.
Mixed.
Nice brown.
No, they're both warm colors, or the warm side of those colors. So they mix.
Got it. The Navy ship. You hit them, but would they take you out, or would they move on? I don't know. They might have heard what Pennypacker said, and if they did, he's still yelling, "Down with the system!" So they're gonna take on Pennypacker over here with other one. No, that doesn't apply. Straight rolls. Oh geez. A 3. 6 total versus Pennypacker. 19, no luck. So they move on, and then death.
Okay. I'm going to use both a crew member and an ability. You can't do both, can you? Oh,
No.
I don't know.
No. One or the other.
Just last use of sort of organized. They're all getting ready. Try and finish this off.
Mm-hmm.
+1 to my attack. Oof, that is 3.
Oh,
to hit.
Pennypacker. 19.
Nice.
Get wrecked. And then Pennypacker fires back.
Okay.
Wait, it's him, right? Yeah.
Oof, 7.
I don't think he has it. I'm gonna close these other ones. No, I want to keep them. Just kidding. This is an 11. It's a 12. Just kidding.
You hit.
Nice, Pennypacker.
Happily.
He's very hurt about you not taking, his therapy really, or any of the advertisements. So he's gonna hit you for 4.
Yep. Not looking good.
And it's on you. Nope, just kidding. Military first.
Oh, no.
Military will strike into him. Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna do something silly, but not silly in that fun way. But I'm gonna come over here and send this goblin back that's been on our ship with a bag full of pinwheels.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, as the goblin makes it over and all the pinwheels are passed out, you see Arm standing still up on the balcony, like the most statuesque goblin on a balcony ever, like the wind hitting him, and he's got the big burly arms, and his coat is flapping, and he's got a hat on backwards, and it's got a feather probably in it, and he just like looks down over the scene of all these like pinwheels being passed out, and like one tear rolls down his big goblin face. He's like, thank you, gnomes.
Enjoy the colors, dears.
We will enjoy the colors forever. Goblins! And then all the goblins are holding pinwheels like, excited and holding their pinwheels up in junk. The military fires into... Wait, did I do military already? Man, we're going so fast at this point, I can't tell.
No,
all right, military
it's
attacks.
turn now.
Sailor. 11. I'm going to roll another die because I don't like... Oh.
Nice job.
Well, the military hits anyway. This was an 11. And then I'll roll some damage here for Pennypacker. Oh my gosh. Pennypacker is covered in colors. The rainbow sort of even overlaps some of the paint and color that Pennypacker had put all over his own ship. He had been decorating with pink and stuff, so they cover that as well just to make sure. And then they stay where they are, and now it's death.
Yep. Well, actually, its name. It's gonna do a last sort of charge. Get right in there and try and attack.
Mm-hmm.
Got some +1s left in my ability, so using that, calm and collecting. They know it's the end is coming.
Good luck.
Gonna need it. So that's 13 to hit.
I think they'll use a defensive ability here, +3.
Yeah.
So they'll roll. Ooh, 7 total.
Yeah, that hits.
Yikes! It does. Ooh, and a 3.
A 3 only.
The mage on board looks really mad. Like, so covered in the yellow powder, but super mad. Like, you could see her eyebrows are like so furrowed, just staring at your ship, wishing she could attack, but all of her abilities are far too violent for this festival, and she was told not to attack, so she's just pacing back and forth.
The clerks would probably observe that and start aiming towards her, making a sort of dance.
That's fine. Actually, Bluebird goes first, though.
Yep.
Did I count that right? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
Wait, no. Hold on.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you have to be in front of
How
the
the hell
yellow.
did you
Get there in one turn then.
It was 5
you must have
down.
been- Okay.
She was already.
Was it? Oh yeah.
No, you have to be.
But yeah.
The closest you can get is
I
at
would be
yellow.
here, though.
I don't think you could
Yeah,
hit the
okay.
military
You can hit me though.
because, yeah.
All right. I will try to, I guess, hit death.
Good.
Still using my ability if that +1. Why not?
Take him down.
Oof.
Yay!
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
Roll some damage.
Do the damage. That
I'm
does
going-
it.
Really?
Death. Thanks. Yep.
Really?
Oh no!
Dead.
I was kidding.
Uh-oh.
Tails back miserably.
Dang, I was kidding. Shoot.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it's
Well.
gonna win.
There's nothing left to do except come straight in
Uh-huh.
for the final sweep up. They will attack. 18.
Help.
Is that an 11?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
sorry.
Roll it down. Oh, 2.
Oh,
no.
that's exactly what I had left.
Oh, oh, dang. I was kidding about me winning. Shoot.
Sure.
I really though.
+3 compatibility, so really strong.
Yeah, true. But I only used it defensively for the record. But yes. So a final rainbow of color. The whistle is sounded, and all the ships are brought back in. There's the band is playing as everybody comes off the ships. There's I guess a ceremony or whatever, and the most colorful and least colorful ships are awarded. Saltane is sitting in the front row, politely clapping, but also like he brought a trained military ship to a bunch of farmers and porters fighting. So he's not like overly excited, but because it's a training maneuver or whatever, like that's why they're here, right? So he's just sort of expecting it. The ceremony goes off. The farmers are all sort of walking around saying, like, hey, talking to the gnomes, we think you really won. You were the most colorful. The military always comes in and sweeps us up and stuff. They do it every year. The porters are coming by and shaking small gnome hands. Nobody's really gathered around the military ships or anything like that.
I think anyone that had fun is the winners here, so.
Yeah, you really gave it to them. It's not really fair that they come in with their big ships and their stupid military and their soldiers and stuff. You're welcome down at, and they just start listing businesses. They're like, you're welcome down at the horticulture barn. It's right down there. They're pointing at sort of areas around here. You could swing by and get your wagons fixed up at my shop, and they're all offering you congratulations, as if you won.
Thank you. Pinwheels for everyone, and we'll just start passing out pinwheels to all the pinwheels that we have on board, just to everyone in the crowd.
Nice.
Not that we'll have enough for everyone, but
no, yeah. A lot of kids get them, and they're running back and forth with them, and there's more colors now than probably in many of the years, unless you come to all of these festivals. The soldiers are all sort of standing at loose attention. Some of them are eyeing the stalls and stuff. To speak for Pennypacker, he would probably be at Death and Taxes, or at Death, again peddling his wares. I just want to let you know that whatever happened out at sea, it doesn't really matter. I have a practice several times over. If you want to come by, we can sit you down, have a discussion about our feelings.
Again, as he's doing this verbal diary, there's a stream of it's just going to the bars and just going past him, sort of ignoring it.
Okay.
They're all having chats, as you said, the top button is undone on their shirts.
Okay. They're all just passing by. He's trying to hand out flyers. He is getting some flyers out to some random farmers and stuff. All the goblins have flyers all stacked. They're just collecting them like collectible cards from other people. And he's probably going to try and pass them out to any of the gnomes that would take a flyer. Here, it's a sailor dating service. We hook you up with, it's very low pressure. We can identify someone who might be a good choice for you, and then maybe make the connection or something like that.
I think we're all settled here, dear. But we can pass these around for you.
Yeah, perfect. Pinwheels and pamphlets. Perfect. Excellent. Pinwheels and pamphlets. Here you go. And he gives you a whole stack. And when y'all get the full stack or whatever, you see that Arms slowly takes one from one of the random goblins, plucks it and just looks it over okay, maybe. And then the porters are awarded most colorful, so they are decorated in a bunch of random colors, flowers and stuff like that. And the punishment or whatever is just that they have to be very colorful and wear these colors. So they all go to the bars as well. And I guess the event concludes. There's a lot of Blake songs that are played. Of course, there are regional songs as well, but a lot of Blake cover songs are played during the events. If you want to hang out, you're welcome to. There's all sorts of stalls and stuff, like I said, but that was really the test I needed to do, and I got to figure out how to make it work now. So thanks. Dope. I like this painting that AI made for me. I appreciate it.
With that, I'll just cover the entire board with Fog of War.
Oh yeah, wait.
I'm not gonna do that in case you need to reuse it.
No, I don't need to reuse it. Iker, do you want to flip the table?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But
just click this button here, huh?
Yup.
It lets you.
Here we go. Oh, it makes you confirm.
There it goes.
Goodbye, table.
And it just goes floating into space, huh?
Yeah.
And it just keeps going. You can change the lobby we're in and stuff. You can load up games
You literally can't summarize the amount of the games that are in this game.
Yeah.
There's too many types. You can have full RPGs in this game.
Yup. or any board game you ever wanted to play that you don't own.
Oh.
It's like ARPGs, I think, even. It's like loot-based cards of loot.
Because
there's a game, it can be randomized. I have no idea what this is.
So
this
are
is
there
Flux. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna just say, so are there like mods that have different games that people have already built in?
Yeah, so
This
this...
I can't let go
Why not?
of this.
Oh. So this game, for example, is a real game called Flux. It has a bunch of different versions, and I own this game, right? But someone scanned this game and put all the images onto the cards. So it's a workshop item. So you can either you can hit games at the top and look through the workshop and search for stuff, or you can do it ahead of time through the workshop, but it's more fun to do it in the game or where we are. But you can just load up any game that people have added. So when Fair says like there's ARPGs and stuff, they put in all of the like tokens and loot and all of that stuff into the game. Yeah.
That's cool.
So when we played previously, it was mostly me just teaching people how to play random games I know how to play. Like this one and Suro, stuff like that. But I have a bunch of board games, so I know how to play a bunch. And it's just like, here's a game I have that I don't have a bunch of people to play with, so let's play it on Tabletop Sim.
That's cool though.
It was quite a fun one that I played once. It was like it was based on Terry Pratchett's Discworld. It's like it was the city Ant Morpork, whatever it's called. You get to like control regions.
Ant
Ankh-Morpork. I can't pronounce it. It's the main city in his series of Discworld novels.
Well, I don't know.
It's fair, it's fine.
Browse. Oh, wait. On it. Wait, what? Oh, there it is. Oh, that just brings up the workshop. Okay, well.
No, it's there. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I think you can also load games too, maybe? Or maybe you have to be the lead.
Probably need to be the leader. But I don't have it anyway. It's quite complicated.
Oh, okay. Well, this game's super easy. And as you can see, like all the cards are like individual items, right? So button. Oh, that's not it. Not it either. What's the button for this? Oh, F. So you would like play through the game like this. As if you were at the table. Wait, what?
Pressing load. Will it let me?
I promoted you, so maybe. Yeah, cool.
Oh wow.
That's there's crazy stuff in there.
Ooh. Yeah, you could play Talisman.
You basically have to own zones, but each character has its own like objective. Like some will want loads of unrest, or a load of like demons coming out.
Okay.
It's demons. I can't remember now. But yeah, there's some really complicated games in this.
Yeah, well, there's definitely complicated board games that I've played too. So.
Oh, there's a die already in there. It's the fair way to roll fair.
What's that?
This dice tower is the fair way to roll. No, you gotta pick it up and you gotta put it in.
This is fair. This isn't me picking it up. This is me pressing the roll button.
Yeah, but your rolls weren't bouncing this high. They were just like bouncing a little bit.
It's because it depends how long you hold the button. I'm pretty sure.
Gotta shove that button down.
And tap it a bunch. Catch it.
There's a game called Talisman that they don't print anymore, so it's really expensive, and it's like big. But a lot of people play it on this because obviously this is much cheaper, and and you can play long distance and stuff. What board games do you play?
I mean, I don't. Whatever other people are playing, I don't have any board games. But I don't even know if I would know the names of most of the ones that I played because they weren't mine. But Mission to Mars, that's the one I can think of.
Never heard of it.
It's another one.
Oh, oops.
There was like, was it Betrayal? I don't know. It was a Scooby-Doo version of like some game where you don't know who is like the bad guy until like mid-game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what it was called.
Like this?
Settlers of Catan. I could play that.
Boo! Settlers! Boo!
It's fun.
It's mediocre.
We should probably set up like a board game night. We've got a few people that got it. Like this.
Yep. There's more than a few people.
Yeah.
That's not the game I was talking about, but
Oh, well.
so I probably called it the wrong thing. I don't know.
Well, there might be more than one. It seems like a common name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ticket to Ride. I mean, that's.
Yo, Ticket to Ride is great. We played that on here. Let's go. I have it. Where is it? See it? Oh, there it is.
I'd say if you guys want to do like a Friday night, Saturday night thing of this, I could just stay up and not like late, so it's normal time for you.
Okay, cool.
Sounds cool.
I approve of that for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you would recognize this fair, but we played this as a
This is
a
Europe,
fun
yes.
version. But yeah, so like I own
it's
Ticket to
unrealistic.
Ride.
Nobody would ever want to go to Edinburgh.
Why
Let me just
not?
cross that out. You don't want to go there.
Oh, okay, got it.
Just too many druggies, alcoholics.
Wow.
It's cold and miserable and grey, and that's why they're all alcoholics and druggies, because it's miserable.
Lubbock, but cold. Got it.
It's not the charming kind of cold of like Norway. It's yeah.
I didn't know there was a charming kind of.
Yeah, I didn't know either. No. Cool. That's all I can think of. I'm sure there's other stuff that is amazing. Oh, you can like shuffle cards and stuff. Oh, I'm assigning these to you. Your hand is hidden from us, so if you have a hand at the bottom that you can see cards for, we can't see them. Stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll have like a zone you can drag cards to that nobody else can look at.
Yeah.
Usually, if they're set up correctly, at least.
How do I look at them?
Oh,
Well, you can look at them. It's just
Oh,
invisible.
there we go. I got it.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
So now we can see it.
Oh, you
for us,
can
it just
see it.
if you pull it out like that, yeah.
Yeah, so this is pink, but right here, we have no idea. It just looks like the back. To us.
Okay.
Mhm. I'll just grab one and demonstrate. And don't want to flick it. There you go. Heart's demonstrating. Here's the area.
It's blue. Wow, rude.
Yeah. I can't actually grab here. I can't do anything here.
Okay.
Yellow. And of course, you can zoom in, zoom out, move them out, the view all around. If you have VR, you can play it in VR. You can like pick up all the pieces and move them and jump.
E.
Ta-da! Congratulations on your achievement, I think, of flipping the table.
Probably. I know I got one for not flipping the table. When we were
Oh, good job.
Go.
Okay.
playing. Wow.
Resist.
Hard to achieve.
Nice.
Thank you.
Into the void.
Bye.
And back again.
Like they didn't actually just make a void, they had an image and then they just blurred it to maximum. There is something there. Why not just make it a void?
I don't know. Random colors, I guess. That's funny.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait.
What is this? Connect
this?
for? What is this?
This is
can't be
Connect One.
This is
Oh.
Connect One. No.
So just whoever gets it in their first wins.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Yes!
Hey, you win.
There's a bunch of dumb games like this. There's just pictures of random things as games.
Yeah. I can see why they didn't make Connect 4.
Connect 4 is definitely in here. For sure.
Oh yeah, but it'll probably take all day.
Maybe. Portal chess. Pokemon. Oh yeah, you can play like Magic and Pokemon and stuff. People upload cards. Yep.
How would you
Alright, oh, go ahead.
decks on that?
Well, you don't really do that. You just
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's like they scan a whole set, of like the 300 cards or whatever, and then you either build decks or you could probably do drafts, sealed drafts, stuff like that.
Okay. Cool.
I'm leaving though. Thanks for playing.
All
Thanks
right.
for testing. What the heck is this?
Bowling.
Bowling. Nice. Yo, that's
Oh,
cool. Give me this.
It's a lot of lanes.
What? They're like
I think you
invincible.
meant to flick. I think you meant to flick.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
place it and then maybe flick.
What?
Okay, maybe not.
Oh.
I have no idea. Probably
Like a
instructions.
specific direction.
You click it and then you click it to select it and then you drag with the flick.
Oh.
Whoa,
Oops,
jeez.
that went the wrong way.
That's a bit too much.
Whoops.
Too strong. I don't know how this works.
Yo, I got 8.
Who knows?
I'm going for the spare.
If you flick hard enough, it's like impossible not to get them all though.
Right?
So
What a random game.
yeah. Suck. I am gonna leave.
Wrecked.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll see you later.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, ended already. And you as well. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful whatever. Thanks for chilling and experiencing ship combat. Deuces.
Have hearts. Have hearts. Have hearts. Have hearts.